The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra. The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
This song is dedicated to the victims of this genocide. Those who lost their lives from 1967 to this very moment.
I had to do this song with Wiwu, my brother man, I don't believe you. Shake a man to beat you, my brother man, listen up. Tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafra soldier he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell the wounded he's gonna be alright. The spirit of our fathers he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell everybody he's gonna be alright. See the bad loan wanna bring us down. The money that we keep rising up. See betrayers wanna bring us down. The money that we keep rising up. Bring your gun and your bullet and bazooka and your grenade and Biafrans. We will fight till the end. See them sabotage, playing cow dice in the corona. But we will win them all. I say we will win them all. Namdi Kanu is the leader. He says he's gonna be alright. He's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafra soldier he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell the wounded he's gonna be alright. Tell our mothers, our fathers that he's gonna be alright. Tell our mothers, our fathers that he's gonna be alright.
I remember a very good brother man from my nation, Biafra land. Yeah. Oh na na na, what a wicked world. I want a junior, another dead Biafrans, shot by the government. Because of our freedom, we are fighting for a better life. One thing I know, forward ever, backward never. We will one day avenge their day, someday, sometime. So
Tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright.
Yes, once again, I welcome you back, fellow Biafrans, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are all over the world. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is still Radio Biafra Extra for the avoidance of doubt, and we are streaming live to Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Okafo Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uche Okafo Mefo is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, one day we will understand the mindset behind those words. Mazi Uche Okafo Mefo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, the King of Afari Beku, the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people for almost 60 years now. And of course, he's from Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. By the special grace of Chukwukika Abiyama, I remain George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. Every piece of land in Delta State. That having been said, we must proceed to acknowledge the Creator, Chukwukika Abiyama, the one who sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man, the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. Because in the end, he is the lifting up of our head. We do not lift up our eyes to the mountains nor to the hill, but to him who made the heavens and the earth. In my own way, humbly, I acknowledge his presence tonight, and I say, I lift up my eyes to the hills, from where cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord, he who made heaven and earth. I lift up my eyes to the hill, from where cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord, he who made heaven and earth. For the Lord will keep us from all evil, he who made our life, he who made heaven and earth. Anyị na-aja ya mma o, maka n'eziokwu n'ọbụ sọ mma o, ịhụnanya ya na-enage obiọma ya, o juru anya dadi o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alpha na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o. You see. This evening we will go straight to our topic on this segment, which is simply titled, The Biafran Spirit Cannot Be Overemphasized. The Biafran Spirit cannot be overemphasized. The truth about the Biafran Spirit cannot be overemphasized. The Biafran Spirit is the spirit of truth, and as such cannot be overemphasized because of so many reasons and factors. Those of you who were born in Nigeria, those of you who were trapped in Nigeria, those of you who have found yourself in this certain abode called Nigeria, you will understand the truth about Nigeria. Each time we come on air, we talk about Nigeria. Those who has not encountered Nigeria, of course, has their own view. They have their own perspective on how they judge Nigeria. And some think Nigeria is a workable country. That is the truth they know. They think Nigeria is a giant of Africa. This is the truth they know. They think somewhere along the line, all you need to do is just fix one political structure or the other, and then Nigeria will be fine. This is the truth they know. And some believe that, yes, with this one Nigeria, we can maintain our looting. This is the truth they know. And some believe that, let's carry AK-47, let us kill them. This is the truth they know. Some believe that they can easily manipulate the constitution, even though Nigerian constitution poses itself to be a rigid constitution, but some believe it can be flexible at will whenever it favors them. It's okay. This is the truth they know. This is the truth they choose to accept. This is the truth that is not close to them. It can never be. One thing we must all understand about this truth is that when these very people, you question them, you interview them, you bring them closer to cross-examine them, if I will use that word, you will see their hypocrisy will be exposed. Nigeria will constantly tell you as a youth, the youth are the future of tomorrow. But this is not the truth. And so, since we were born till today, Nigerians keep lying to us. Oh, youth, you are the future of tomorrow. Oh, youth, you are future of tomorrow. I'm almost 80 years. I'm still not up to youth in Nigeria. And so they lie. But you won't understand. When I was born, Buhari is the president of Nigeria. Buhari is dead. He's still the president of Nigeria. These are lies that you cannot change. Nigeria will tell you police is your friend. It looks like it's true. And when you take a policeman from Nigeria and ask them to issue a press communique, they will tell you how much they love Nigeria. This is a lie. And each time Nigerians come propelling the same lie over and over, recycling the same lie over and over, one thing they can count off is that people are not backward as you think. Things are changing already. Go and ask Bill Gates. Go and ask all the people who want to put the world into trauma. They are not enjoying it. Believe me, they never knew the world will resist up to this moment. Because the moment you investigate them further, their hypocrisy is exposed. Look at how confused the world is now. Bill Gates and group of companies thought they can kill everybody. Of course, we understand the need why the black have to be exterminated. But we shall see how it ends. But the truth that will elude everybody is that in the end, we will still be here. Believe me. Believe me. Things are changing. They make you believe it's the truth. Wear mask. And where you wear mask, you will not have coronavirus. When you don't have mask, you wear coronavirus. You must drink the tablet. You must drink the medicine. You must take a medicine even though you are not sick. Everybody in the world must be vaccinated. Who the hell do you think you are? Because one thing about lie is that it is very expensive. If I see people who are lying, I pity them. Because lying is very expensive. You are going to spend too much money to cover up one lie. Because lie beget lie. Nigeria is bankrupt. Nigeria is poor today. Nigeria is hopeless today. And Nigeria will suffer more. Let them steal all they can loot. Let Hausa, Fulani and Yoruba, let them steal all they can steal at this time. Those are some of the price we will pay. We know the truth. But they can never redeem the image of Nigeria. It is not possible any longer. Of course, a lot of people are still living in the lie called Nigeria. They believe somewhere along the line, things are going to be all right. Nothing is going to be all right. What am I trying to say in effect? To try to lie, you will live all your life trying to maintain that lie. That is where Nigeria made mistake. And each time Nigeria comes up, they lie to you. But lying is one thing. Sustaining the lie is another thing. And this is one thing everybody must understand. This is the reason why everybody must stand and do the right thing. Because nobody is a fool. All the lie Nigeria has said to us, they can't cover it. It's too much. Oh, we are one Nigeria, but it's a lie. We are one united, indivisible Nigeria, but it's a lie. Every lie trying to cover the genocide here in Biafra land, it's a lie. It cannot work. And why am I saying that? Biafrans must understand that we have found ourselves in the same position. And Biafra itself is the spirit of truth. And this spirit of truth cannot be overemphasized because the truth does not need defense. As a Biafran, we have a long way to go. And believe me, if we do not amend our way, what is coming, you are not ready for it. Every Biafran must guide their loins and get ready. It is a privilege that I have the privilege to speak on this platform. But let me tell you, while I have the privilege, you are not ready for what is coming. From big to small, I can assure you, you are not ready. We are not telling you what they told us. We are telling you what we have seen. No Biafran is ready for what is coming, not to talk of Nigeria. And that is why it is simple. They can bring in everybody they want. It's just one move. Nigeria will make one move. Because they've been doing it before. They have believed in the line that they are born to rule. They have believed in the line that as far as 10% keep going to the west, we are gone as a people. But I see all of you lie. And that is why when we will get to that bridge, most of you will be surprised. You will be surprised. Biafra is true to. Say the truth to. Say the truth to. Say the truth to. Because you don't know what is coming. Everybody is afraid. Oh, hey, Fulani are there. Fulani is jumping up and down. They are coming to conquer their father. Don't worry. I am just simply telling you the spirit of Biafra cannot be compromised. Have I told you before that my mother never mentioned Biafra before? My father never mentioned Biafra. But I understand after the war, it is treasonable offense to mention Biafra. And so all they tell me is during the war, during the war, during the war. Is it First World War? Is it Second World War? I really don't know. But when it was time to understand what was hidden, the truth came out. And that is when I heard our leader preaching on Radio Biafra. Biafra, 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 Biafra. And then it was easy for me to discover the truth. All the story of during the war was all about Biafra. And now today, everything that have been hidden for us, the truth are coming. There is a reason why I'm talking to Biafra. I'm not talking to Yoruba Hausa Fulani. I am talking to you, Biafra. The truth is coming out. And for the Nigerian people who are liars, I'm coming for them. Like I said, the reason why the truth of Biafra cannot be overemphasized is that the truth itself, Biafra is a spirit, the spirit of truth. And as such, it cannot be overemphasized. Because the truth does not need the defense. It's when you tell lie, you are looking for how to defend your lie. You keep lying. But believe me, you will expose yourself. You will disgrace yourself. When you tell the truth, all you need to do is let the truth go. It doesn't need defense. It's just like the word of God. He said, I send forth my word, though slowly, steadily, it will accomplish everything that I have determined for it to accomplish. There is nothing anybody can do. That is Biafra. It comes slowly, but steadily it's on the move. With or without anybody, Biafra will be restored. That is one truth you must know. It doesn't need defense. I learned something from one man, who I do not want to mention his name this evening. He said to me, the truth emboldens. Of course, I know. But he said, when you keep lying to people, you keep lying to people, and they know you are lying, you are the one emboldening them. You will make them emboldened. People who cannot talk to you begin to talk to you. Because they come with truth, and you come with lie. Where are all the founding father of Nigeria? Where are all of them? They hardly write letter. Obasanjo that write letter. It's no longer writing letter. I can assure you that Yoruba Gota media are very meticulous in what they do. BBC that was busy interviewing mad people just to get to IPOB. Where are they? Only one weapon will prevail. That is truth. And Biafra is truth. Anybody hiding under Biafra, because you have certain advantage, you don't know what is coming. You don't know. You will spend all your resources and energy trying to defend yourself. But in the end, you will be exposed. I never forgot what brought me here as a Biafran. Anyana atwase. I don't forget those words from our leader. And when you twice, you are in. It doesn't matter who you want to blackmail. You will understand that there is a God that sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man. Have we changed? Today I see people playing smart people. But the point is that Biafrans, open your eye. The spirit you are dealing with is bigger than all your generation. I can categorically tell you that 15 years ago, none of you know Mazen and the Kanu will be here. That is how it works. I can assure you, all of you today, even 20 years ago, none of you thought that these days will come. Ojukwu understand this. When Ojukwu died, I'm not a member of any group. I have not been a member of any group outside the church. And I'm happy it's not Yoruba church. Though Yoruba have influence there, I don't belong to any group. But I know what is happening to our people. And all I could say is, who will lead us? Who will go for us? Maybe 7 years later, or a decade later, before I heard Radio Biafra. And sometimes when I come, I say, IPOB is the answer to our prayer. It is as simple. What needs to be done has been done already. The rest one is left for us to decide. That is why all of us must understand the spirit we are toiling with. Biafra is a spirit. Spirit of truth. It cannot be exchanged. You cannot exchange Biafra. It's not possible. A lot of people have tried to change the narrative. A lot of people are lying to make Biafra look good. Nobody makes Biafra look good. Biafra is beautiful. From inception to this very moment, till the end of time, Biafra remains beautiful. Nobody can help Biafra. A lot of people are trying to help Biafra, trying to change the narrative, but understand, men and women died. They are in the grave. They died for the truth. They were willing to embrace the truth to the end. Let me digress a little bit. In our leader, wonderful broadcast yesterday, he made mention of the Spartans. And I tell you, there is no history that makes me more determined in this struggle compared to the story of the Spartans. King Leonardo and his 300 bodyguard. He talked about how they fought as one impenetrable unit. And of course, there is much to that story, which I believe he didn't want to dwell on it very well. Do you know what the Spartans stand for? Of course, 4 different nations came together to fight as one. King Xerxes and his murderous soldiers, who has ravaged the world, could not stand King Leonardo and his 300 bodyguard. Because that very group you see, they were built with the principle of truth. There were nothing to hide for any of them. The Spartan society said they are not going to support King Leonardo because their oracle, their juju, simply said that that time is a time to do juju. They cannot fight any war because they will lose. King Leonardo knew the truth. If they wait for celebration, they will all be slaves. And they choose to die as free men instead of as slaves. King Leonardo didn't bother to take the army of Sparta. He took his personal 300 bodyguards so that he will not destroy the law of the country. He never lied. He told them the truth. He marched with 300 men. They knew they will die. King Leonardo knew he will not come back. Because their only hope was to block the hot gate. And he knew with their number, though the army of King Xerxes will come to nothing, but he knew that when the hot gate fall, they will die. But he said to himself, if I must die, if we must die, let it be on record that as free men, as free Spartans, we choose to die. That is the truth. The truth that led them to fight that war, that before the end of the battle, a king god did bleed. Everyone was willing to die for another because there were no mixed blood among them. Like I said, our leader didn't take time looking into that history. Because you would have understood that Spartans, if you are born a Spartan and there is small mark on you, just small mark to defect, to diminish your natural image, you will be discarded. You will be cast away and left to die. So they were blameless, without blemish. They were pure, no Yoruba blood, no Hausa blood. When our leaders say 100 men will bring Biafra, most of you cannot understand, comprehend the truth behind it. We are numerous, good. But it takes only Biafra man to save Biafra. That is the truth I want you to understand. So when you are doing what you are doing, somebody gonna do something, and something's gonna do something, and something's going to do something, and something will do everything that need to be done. That is why our people will say, in English, it is referred to as he who do, he do he. Watch that truth that Biafra represents. I don't expect you to understand, but of course, if you can understand, you will understand. The truth we talk about that Biafra represents is eternal. It's eternal. You can't stop it. Each time I try to think back, how long have they been trying to kill us? Believe me, I don't know. From time immemorial, effort has been made to stop Biafra. But we are still here. A lot of people are trying to confuse the whole situation, but we are still here. We can only pray that Biafra be restored in our time. And whatever we do today, we will leave our footprint in the sand of time, because the next generation will judge us by our action. But our prayer is, let our children not see these days. When it comes to issue of Biafra, you are listening. Are you sure you are sincere? Because the Biafra we look for cannot be like Nigeria. It can never be. And so each time we'll come out talking about Biafra, we must understand that everything about Biafra will remain the same way it is, even unto the end. It is eternal and it cannot be compromised. Try to change the narrative. Try to misrepresent her. You will only find out that in the end, she is who she is. Jesus never tried to introduce himself. He never tried to define himself. And in most cases, when people with critical thinking will ask Jesus, who are you? He will say, I am that I am. When you ask Moses, who is, Moses asked God, who are you? He said, I am that I am. Abu Monyembo. Because there was nothing to hide. There was nothing to explain. There was nothing to discuss. It's just as simple. What you see me. Who is Biafra? What are Biafrans? The truth is very complex. One of the most important questions in the whole ministry of Jesus Christ was when he was said before the Pontius Pilate. They thought they were mocking at him. He said, I come to represent the truth. Pontius Pilate said, what is the truth? What do you know is the truth? If you say you know Biafra, that means you know the truth. What is the truth? Because the game is changing, but you can't see it. But that remains the truth. That should be in the book of Matthew, chapter 18, around 38. What is the truth? Like I said, try to misrepresent her. You will understand that in the end, Biafra remains what it is. Look at how many years. Yorubas are still battling. Hausa Fulani are still battling. They want to change the narratives. They can't. Believe me. They never believe that in a time like this, that they will come. They never believed it. They never knew that a day like this will come. Everything they did, look at where it has brought them to. We are still battling with it. When IPOB started, when you talk about Biafra, they are, what is Biafra? What is Biafra? What are you talking? Don't bring war. All those language has changed. Because the truth will remain eternal. It is unchanging. It is steadfast. And it is true. And so, as a result, we must ask ourselves a question. In the quest to restore Biafra, we need to ask ourselves a very important question. And by sincerely being open to the following question, the issue of Biafra is resolved. I see a lot of people treat the issue of Biafra like the issue of coronavirus. You see, if you look at some people, they want to make you understand that there is coronavirus. They make it like how do you say, joke. When coronavirus pandemic was killing people in China, in Europe, in America, what you see more on social media is how to shake during coronavirus. The Chinese people who brought the disease, you'll be seeing that they'll be shaking with leg, they'll be shaking with elbow. It was fun to them. It was fun to them. To some people, that is how they discuss the issue of Biafra. Yes, my people, you know, this Biafra, what do we do? Call, let's talk. They are fine boys and fine girls. They are fine boys and fine girls. It's okay. When they talk about issue of corona, the way they present it, you will not know they say it's a deadly disease. I can assure you, go on social media, you will see the videos making mockery of coronavirus is more than those that are sincere. Most of them is fun. When you talk about Biafra, the mindset behind most of what some of us are doing is amazing. Just for the fun of it. But like I said, we must ask ourselves some questions. Number one of those questions, what is Biafra? What is Biafra now? Are you sure you know the meaning of Biafra? Are you sure we know the meaning of Biafra? Because to some people, Biafra is just one country we are fighting for. You know, it's more than one country. Of course, our leader in his last broadcast tried to throw more light on that name, Biafra. What is Biafra? What is Biafra? Ask yourself a question now. Now analyze it as you are listening to me now. Ask yourself, what is Biafra? There could be 101 questions that can come out from there. Only one. Ask yourself, what is Biafra? Then you will understand why Yoruba have spent thousands of years defending Oduduwa nation. I've never seen them want Biafra to come for once. I've never seen them. I've never seen them. Our leader in his last broadcast said something. Hausa and Yoruba have tried to recover all their foreign name. Before the balkanization of Biafra land, the Arewa people, where they come from, is known as the Zamfara Empire. In order to restore that ancient name, they went to northern Nigeria and create a state, is it not out of Sokoto, and call it Zamfara state. Because they understand what those things mean. To you, what does Biafra mean? Oh, it's Jukutan, we are dragging. Oh, it's Portuguese. Oh, it's Ijo. It's Igbo. It's this one. Ask yourself the true question. What does Biafra represent to you? There is a saying in the Christian setting. They said those who touch Jesus' tail, like the elephant, we say, Jesus is too long. The ones who try to touch the stomach, they say, it's too big. The ones that touch the hand, we say, it's too strong. The one that touch the elephant here, we say, it's too wide. Believe me, Biafra is bigger than all of us. Nobody can ride on her. Biafra is not like any other name. Southeast, South-South, Niger Delta, Delta Niger, River Line, Bottom Line. Not until you understand the spiritual implication behind that. Maybe you will not amend your ways. I think our leader divinely spoke and said Biafra is the last miracle, which means it's beyond man. What is the meaning of miracle? When divine principle overrule the natural principle. Divine principle will come down and overrule the natural way of things. That is miracle. Biafrans, you don't know what you have. I need you to sleep with that question. Number 2 question I want you to ask yourself tonight. Who are Biafrans? No, who are Biafrans? Oh, these are Biafran, these are Biafran, we go to Biafra. Who are the Biafrans now? I know a lot of people born in my community. They are not from Abo. They never will. They have stayed there millions of years. Let me go by that. And you will notice the time they call original meeting, you won't see that family there. I will begin to ask questions. Why is this family not here? Yeah, oh, they have been living in the community since 100 years. They are not from here. They are not from this community. They know. But without that meeting, you will not know they are not Biafra. Because most of them are even more weightier than us. So the question is, who is Biafra? Who is Biafra now? I need you to ask yourself this question. Who is Biafra? Number 3. Why are some Biafra denying their identity? Now, have you tried to wonder, why are some Biafran denying their identity? Because the truth remains that there are a lot of things we want to shy away from. Let me tell you, you are not going anywhere. You can't run away from it. Very important. There are some truths we want to run away from. You are not going anywhere. I'm talking to Biafrans. We have come to a stage where we ask ourselves certain questions and answer it. You cannot hide away from it. You can hide it for those who don't know. You can hide it to deceive anybody. But I tell you, that truth must come out. Let me try to digress a little bit. When we come out, you see an Igbo man. We tell you it's not an Igbo man. I'm from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. One of the most confused states I have found myself before I joined IPOB, before I heard anything about Biafra. I have never heard it in the 80s. But out of curiosity, I've always asked questions. Because when they say, who are you? I say, I'm from Abo. They say, where is Abo? I say, Bender State or Midwestern State. Rightfully so. And they say, are you not Igbo? I will say, no, I'm not Igbo. And then they say, but look at your name now. Your name is Onyema. I say, yes, I am Bender Igbo. And the person will look at me and move ahead. I can't figure it, believe me. Because how can I answer Onyema and I'm not Igbo? And when they push me harder, I will now agree that I'm Bender Igbo. Oh boy, waiting you no pass you. Waiting you no pass you. If you like, go to heaven and come back to hell. Waiting you no pass you. You have never been there. And it is unfair if you mock me. You have never been there. You don't know what happened. You don't. And every day we struggle with this decision all our life because we have been reprogrammed. Let me take time and call the name of all my brothers for you. I give out my identity because you can't see me there. A lot of things has changed. If I come, I tell you my father name, tell you everything, Google it, you will not see it. You think we are joking? There is no information I will give you that will lead you to me. No way, except I want. You know, some people say, no, don't talk about it, they will get to you. And you get to me, what has happened? But let me show you something. As the first son, I am Onyema. The second son is Azoka. The third son is Onowa. The third son is Indidi. The fifth son is Onyeka. The sixth son is Indubisi. The 7th and the 8th are twins. Obere Onishi or Onishi and Ejime. I can go on and naming them, but I'm not Igbo. Have you tried finding out the truth? Why we are not Igbo, but we are Igbo? And now you begin to, maybe you begin to reason. All this story you talk, everything you say, have you find out why Igbo man say it's not Igbo? And then maybe you will fear the spirit of Biafra. And not until you answer it. Everything you are doing, you are still not ready to embrace the truth. If Igbo man in Delta, Igbo man in Bayelsa, Igbo man in Cross River, Igbo man in River State, Igbo man in Benue, all of them are denying their identity. The first thing that God will use to save you, go and find out what is doing that juju for them. And you will weep, you will cry. People did it. People made it possible. I don't expect you to understand. But I just want us to understand the truth. Honestly, it's humiliating. It's humiliating. But have you tried to find out? Because if you don't find out what is making all these things, we will still be here, be struggling. So if a man like me, we deny it's not an Igbo man, you are blaming a German. You are blaming people who don't understand Igbo. You are saying you are not Igbo. You are not Biafra. The thing where they eat 3 days on top of that trio. Every Biafrans must understand. The Igbo man must go and ask himself a question. Why are these people denying their identity? And the Igbo people and other people should go and ask themselves a question. How can we be so stupid that we are denying ourselves of identity? Nobody will accept you. Nobody. But like I said, these are the fundamental principles of truth that we must dig out. Because the same rain that fell 1967 is almost falling again. No? You can do anything you like. But when we get to that bridge, you will understand the truth. May had I known not be our portion. When they open radio now, Yoruba open radio, oh, we are broadcasting. Biafrans are the one that will go there and talk. Hausa open radio, oh, we are broadcasting. Biafran will go there to talk. Biafrans open radio, Biafran will go there to talk. The point is that check where you are, Enugu, Ebonyi, check all of them. You hardly see Yoruba or Hausa call our radio. They thought they are playing us game. But they won't succeed. The people have gone far. Who is making us to deny our identity? Forget about, no matter what you do, there is something wrong somewhere. If you don't remove that thing, we will sing the same music over and over and over and over. Brother, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Some people now, when they are supposed to focus on the true story that is happening in our village, they even go and dig that video of 1914 when Frederick Lugard was in Nigeria. And so, oh, it's my village, they are killing us. Let us be careful. And at the time they start killing your village, you will not know. Number 5, ask yourself a question. What role must all Biafrans play in order to ensure that Biafra is restored? What role? What role are we going to play? What role? I'm talking about the truth. What role are we going to play, Biafrans? Yoruba are playing their role, we are clapping for them. Hausa are playing their role, we are clapping for them. Fulani are playing their role, we are clapping for them. What role are you supposed to play? There is problem. Oh. There is problem. Oh. What are they pass Gario? But not until we come out and look at this Biafra for the truth that she is. Embrace her with all our mind. You will see. Just like the Spartans, we will wage any enemy. They cannot break our flank. They can't. My own brother, Magnus Oraka, said certain things. I said I was not going to call his name. But so you get what I'm saying clearly, I have to mention him. He takes some bottle of kai kai and then he's yapping. But it's okay. We all know the truth. We all know the truth about my brother Magnus Oracle. We know the truth. But you think you can hide the truth. You think you can compromise the truth. You think you are going to pamper. Oh, we are moving, we are formidable, we are doing the all set, Yana. But I can only advise Magnus, park your motor. We are just one of, what do you call it? One of the failure of the system. Because if men were meant to tell you the truth, nobody will even bother you. You were specially assigned to be sponsored by German family. But there are some who are dying here, but they cannot get any support. It's only cause they will receive. Why won't you do what you do? You think it's easy to be IPOB member. You did the right thing. Go ahead, go and do it. Your action did not fool any Urubu man, because they know you even before you come. But I'm not condemning you. Go ahead. The truth cannot be swept under the carpet. We must embrace the truth. I'm speaking in parable anyway, but those who are involved know what I'm saying. Hey, our Robo brother is formidable. Hey, he's moving on. Hey, Ashabe, hey, Ashabe, hey. Let us tell ourselves the truth. If you do not value this thing, you cannot give anything for it. If you don't understand Biafra, you don't value Biafra, you cannot give anything to it. And it is unfair if you want to make somebody to be committed to this cause. They will rubbish you. The Bible says, do not give that which is holy to the swine. That which is holy, don't give it to the swine. They will come back and ravage you. You think he was talking of pig? There are some of us dirtier than pig. Biafrans, the war has not started. If we fight this war 1 year, it has not started. Because this enemy, they fought us 3 years. Our father, they fought them 3 years. That 3 years, they say they will bombard our land. That 3 years, they say shoot at anything that move. That 3 years, anywhere they see smoke coming out, they shoot at it. That 3 years, many world power collide with them and shoot at every soft target in Biafra land. That 3 years, they shoot at marketplaces. That 3 years, they shot at the hospital. That 3 years, they shot at the church worship center. That 3 years, they shot at playground. That 3 years, they shot at the marketplaces. That 3 years, Awolowo was issuing press statement everywhere. By every means necessary, Adekule was there to kill all of us. That 3 years, our father saw her. This is the truth we cannot hide from the next generation. If they can have the mind to do that in 1967, when they don't even know the true value of oil, a time when Marodiko discover money and run to London and start shouting, too much, we have problem, oh, we have problem, oh, we have problem, oh. Queen of England asked him, what is the problem? He said, too much money. Most of you don't know. Too much money. Queen of England said, that is not a problem. We teach you how to eat the money. And so they celebrated Idol 1976, first stack. They don't know the value of oil. Today now, they know the value of oil. The remaining oil, they will not let you have it. Imagine how desperate they are. One thing most of us do not know is that the oil in Biafra land, the natural resources in Biafra land, feed more than, how do I put the grammar? 75% of Africa are feeding from our head. 75% of the global community are feeding from our life. And then somebody does not understand that there will be no Akwa Ibom. There will be no Delta. There will be no rivers. There will be no Cross River. There will be no Enugu. There will be no Anambra. When it's set. When it's set. Biafra is the spirit of truth that cannot compromise. Let us fight that war now. Let us fight that war among ourselves. Oh. Let us fight it and bring it to a conclusive end. Without that, may our fight not come in the winter. Because it will happen. Because most of us are pampering something, so it's business as usual. We are not going anywhere. Oh. Only the truth will set us free. Our leader know better. We are whiter than white. We are whiter than white. We are whiter than white. It must remain so. But don't you understand? We are all that is left to protect ourselves. Let's ask ourselves the truth. The war has started already, but some of you don't see it. It has started, but we must embrace it with sincerity. No game, no sense, man. Because that sense, everybody get a more. Let me tell you how it works, so you know the war is there already. And the enemy are the one who are planting it and sponsoring it. But if you don't see anything wrong with that, you will not understand. In those days, when we move, I go to Ikoku to buy motor pass. And then I look at the person's shop, I see IPOB sticker. And I will say, brother, IPOB is a one family. I say, which unit are you? He say, so unit. I say, that is where we'll be buying motor pass. People understand. I was working in one Anglican church in Elili one then. And people came from that community for contracts. They need subcontract, so I will have to sublet the contract to them. And I told them, if you are not a Biafra, I cannot give you job. Because that is how it's supposed to be. Everybody line up, they become, all of them become IPOB. And I asked the first one on the line of interview. I say, IPOB, he say, hallelujah. IPOB, hallelujah. I say, but you say you are a member of IPOB. He say, yes, now I'm a member. I asked him again, IPOB, he say, hallelujah. I said, but go one side. Is that quite a bon guy? I said, go one side. I look at the genuine IPOB member, I give them the job, and I come back. I say, I love you. You cannot cheat Biafra. Yes, you are a Biafran guy, you are a Biafran, but you are not with IPOB. I say, we don't say hallelujah, so you are lying. He said, oh God, things no easy, I just need this work. I said, I go give you this work. But no, they use and lie. But today, the enemies are inside the heart of this project. Each time I say, Martin before say, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. You will not be able to understand. That thing will won't happen tomorrow, make it happen today, make we shine. Who can make today, when you go somewhere, you say, oh, am I POB now? People want to run. Why? Because evil people are everywhere. Idiots are everywhere. May I remind you, I've been poisoned 5 times. I don't near Yoruba, I don't near Hausa, I don't near Fulani. Who is doing it? We don't blow alarm over it, but we say it. Because they are there already. I was poisoned with Chimobi Okafo. I have said it before. I escape because I have to cling to the culture of my ancestors. I called my parents. But who is doing it? All those mixed blood. All those holy people who refuse to go to Arochukwu. And now, how do we form one impenetrable unit? When I went to Arochukwu, you call Abenokpabi or Donokpabi or Turokpabi. And you refuse to go. How do I match with you? This truth, you will embrace it one day. It's going to be grievous. We all know they are waiting for, Fulani are waiting for order. They will strike. It's no longer news. We are not going to panic. Oh, they are in our land. No. This is when Jesus says, sell your coat and buy your sword. It must come out. Biafrans, ask yourself a question. What do you have to give? This thing will happen. No? Now we have the time to debate it. Then we will not have the time. Every side of the story must be looked into. Every side of the story. And then the world will know who is wrong. Biafrans will know who is wrong. Today as Biafran, when we come, oh, this man do this one don't do this one do this one. But go and listen to that man. You will be shocked. The narrative will change. The Yoruba understand we are not well prepared on that side. And they are waiting for us. Awosa Fulani know we are not ready there. If I don't stand my ground, some people would even ban me from broadcasting on Radio Biafra because of Yoruba, because of ordinary Yoruba. When me I get Fulani blood, we must tell ourselves the truth. It takes a Biafran to save a Biafran. I'm sure if our leader mother is Yoruba, he will not be talking like this. Because he's going to cool it down. Cool it down, baby, cool it down. So my maternal home will not be angry. No. When we are done with ourselves, other people can come in. My mother and my father, they fight pretty well. But they were the one that made me understand that they were fighting. You go just see them, go, they don't fix the fight. WWF. You know, those mighty days of mighty ego. My mother is the mighty ego. My father is Zingave. They will fix the fight on Saturday morning. That kind 10. My mother will wear Neka. My father will wear his own. They will enter inside room, fight very well. When they come back, come out, oh my mother head don't scatter, you go don't hear when. But then don't fight. Because it was necessary. Biafrans, that fight we must fight them. And at the end of the day, everybody will know the truth. The truth will set all of us free. And when the enemy come to set us against another, we know the truth already. We will just be looking at the enemy. And when some people come, they say, this Biafra fete, how is Biafra going to be safe if Biafra come? What is your business? Are you a Biafran? Go and join IPOB then. Come, let's discuss it. That is the truth. This Biafra is going to take time before it come. Is that your business? If it take 1,000 years, we will still be here. We are a reincarnated spirit of those you killed. Don't you understand it? That is the truth. Yes, they will frustrate us. We know. That is why I love Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ told his disciple, be rest assured, you will be persecuted, you will be insulted, they will kill you, and those who are killing you will think they are doing service to God. Do not worry. Rather rejoice, because so shall the glorious Spirit of God rest upon you. If they call me your master evil, what do you think they will do to you? And so when people come doing nonsense, you rejoice. Because in the end, they will know that the spirit of Biafra is bigger than all of them. Where is this Biron man? The greatest genocidial individual in Africa. Most of people don't know is Gowon. I will stop there. Whatever we do, we must understand that Biafra is bigger than all of us. Millions have died because of Biafra. Millions more are willing to die. And believe me, if any Biafran person died today, he died because he's a Biafran, not because they have committed any sin. Biafrans, wake up. Biafrans, focus on our destination. We just want to go home. We just want to go home. Our song is simple. We want to go home.
This is my song for freedom. They call me Chris Jokey. Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil, for still God that is always with me. Yeah, he's always with me. And the sun will rise. where God will always reign, and the sun will shine again. So we the people rejoice, yeah, where no one will tell me, yeah, that my song is suicidal, that I will lose my life for singing song, where there is freedom of speech. Mr. Mepho will remind us, yeah, that we are children of the Most High God. In Jerusalem we meet again, yeah, 'cause we are, yes, we are the children of God, and the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home, yeah, we made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. Oh, happiness, we all rejoice. 'Cause we are, yes, we are the children of God. We are praying for the moment, yeah, when heaven will come for us, and the world will talk about us, so no one else have to die. All this nation will respect us, yeah, understand we just wanna go back home. No amount of gun can stop the show, yeah, 'cause we all got possessed, and the spirit is in me. My director will return home, yeah, show us love we used to do before. Beautiful faces I will see again, yeah. We need you, we miss you, and we wait on you, and the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home, yeah. We made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. Oh, happiness, we all rejoice. 'Cause we are, yes, we are the children of God. Believe that. It's another Savior. Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu. It's another Savior. Ikuku kucha, kucha, anungawa. Biafra kadigide, rere, baby, yo. Zwecha, zwecha, anungawa. Biafra kadigide, rere, baby, and the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home. The truth to reign. We gave our life to redeem our soul, and the sun is too late. Children, bless us, rolling home. Happiness, we all rejoice. We are your children of God. We'll rise. Yes, of course, no matter what they do, the sun will rise, and my brothers, they will be coming home to the land of Biafra. I've never been happy like today all my life. But of course, at this moment, our lines are open. Biafrans across the globe, you know what to do. You know what to do. You know what to do. Don't let anybody tell you. Chojo, Efinharo. The numbers are open. Our WhatsApp line remains 070-815-45642. Our WhatsApp line remains 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct line, and that special number for the female is 081-221-58614. 58614 081 221
58614 is the special number for the female. And of course, the lines are open and you're free to make your call. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Mazi, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
Mazi, my name is Faith Ogala. Adobe Biafra Kwe. One member.
Yes, your name is not Ogala. Your name is Ogana. Ogana. The one you call him Ogala, they think you are Fulani. Ogana. Ojije Gana. Okwaya. Eliaro. Go ahead, my sister. Omani akpono abira kende obodo yibo. Gwa we fanedi Okala. Ogana Ojije Mona. Go ahead, please, my sister.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, Kurome. That is the truth. So my son name is Ogana, Ogala, but we grew up with that name like that. So he's adopted name. Anyway, thank you. Mazi, God bless you for your history where you teach us. God bless you. I greet Biafrans in the house. All hail Biafra. Thank you so much. These are the things we are talking every day. That nothing. The restoration of Biafra is at hand. Everybody should go and join Biafra struggle. That is as in IPOB. The only savior we have in that country called contraction is to join IPOB. Join that struggle so that you will be free, so that you will be safe. Join that struggle because there is nothing there for that country, which you all know. I really, sometimes I would imagine what people would find for inside darkness. Why you go see light? They are calling you to get out from light, from darkness, come into light. You are refusing it. Why? But however, the truth of the matter is that the only savior we got for that country is to join IPOB. Join IPOB and join the disintegration of Nigeria, so that everybody will have a better country. If you all are not tired, me, I'm tired. I'm tired. Not that I'm tired. I'm tired of not having a better country. Nigeria not be country. How can you just come when someone will just come from nowhere? He said his name is Lord Lugard. What kind of Lord? You can accept someone Lord, but you can't accept Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Lord that is leading you to a better country because he's Oyibo man. Because it's an Oyibo man, because you see Oyibo man, he said Lord, and you are all happy. Oh, it's Lord Lugard. But the one where they fight for the freedom for you, where they do everything to give you better life, you know, if you call on Lord. If you call on, they will say, no, not compare her with God. It's not God. Well, I not blame anybody. But the truth of the matter is that a country where somebody call name, I not feel accept them. Our land is Biafra. Our country is Biafra. Each of every one of us, we are from Biafra. No mind what anybody want to tell you, say, I be Robo man, I be this one, I be that one. Anyway, all the Robo people, they are all Biafrans. All Agbo people, they are all Biafrans. Go reach where you know say you want to reach for that, where they say Southwest, South. We are all Biafrans. Let's join hands together and do the needful. Nigeria not get country. Nigeria not be country. You not get. They don't even get president. President don't die. Vice president don't die. Everybody should wake up and do the needful. Wake up and stop coming to my platform and start commenting. Stop coming to my platform and tell me to shut up because I won't shut up. Anybody that is against my freedom, against IPOB, is against my freedom and is against my generation. You are my number one enemy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi.
We must continue. Our people must understand the truth of Biafra cannot be overemphasized. If you know how much Nigeria, of course, when I call Nigeria, I'm calling Yoruba, Hausa, and Fulani. If you know how much they are pumping into Biafra land to make sure the truth about Biafra does not prevail, it will amuse you. Caller on the line, are you there? Of course. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on the line, can you hear me?
Hello, Matthew.
Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Friday Wambo. I'm calling from Obe. Obe is in Abia State. Aba province. So I'm very happy for what you are doing for us. Judge Onyibe. Judge Onyibe.
Of course, when you call and you are listening to your radio, that is how it is. Call on WhatsApp, are you still there? Call on WhatsApp.
Yes, I'm here.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah,
Your name and where are you calling
I'm here.
from?
Good evening. My name is Kennedy Ogbole. I'm calling from Italy. I just want to really appreciate you, Mazi George Onyibe. First of all, it's been a while I called. The first time was around last year, and now I want to say sorry for your loss, for the loss of your brother. That is number one, and I really thank you very much for this Back to Your Roots program you've been giving us. I'll say you're not one of my first founding fathers in this struggle in the IPOB, and I say a very big thank you, and also to great leader Mazi Kanu, our Deputy Judge Mefo, Uche Mefo. And my contribution on this show is to urge all Idoma Biafrans to really wake up, because it seems to me that that I am the only one that is the Idoma.
My brother, Anya, hule. Let me tell you, many of them, so many of them. You know, some of our people are just shy, they cannot feast in their food. So many Idoma people. So many Idoma people. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Okay, even the history that Mazi Kanu at his last broadcast really it shocked me. So I pleaded with him in the comment section to help us do a program that will enlighten the Idoma Biafrans, so that they will be able to wake up, because I see many of them talk about and this Nigeria is our own, Nigeria is our own, Nigeria is our country. Nigeria is nobody's country. Nigeria is nobody's country. So the question I still begin to ask is, in 1914, I know my grandpa, most times I'll tell him, tell me about the war. My father will not want to tell me.
Because that is the truth I'm saying we have to tell ourselves. There are certain truths that will hurt us. If you say it, it will hurt us. The earlier we say it, the better. Idoma man will not be confident to tell you what happened because they can't explain it. You have Idoma in Benue, you have Idoma in Enugu, you have Idoma people in Ebonyi State, you have Idoma people in Cross River State, Iyala people. So Idoma is not just in Benue State.
Yes.
Idoma ran from Benue State down to Cross River to the Atlantic Ocean. But what happened, we know. What happened to Igala happened to Idoma. What happened to Idoma happened to Ugoja. These three tribes, they found themselves in a position that today they just cannot explain their action. But whether we like it or not, these are the truth we must look at and tell ourselves this truth. Battle with it and then we move ahead. It's just part of what I'm saying this evening, that there are truths, there are roads we must follow, no pampering. Let that truth prevail, and then you see, we will sail. As far as we are still managing it, Yoruba and Hausa Fulani will always take advantage of it to bring us down. Go ahead, and sorry for interrupting you.
Thank you very much. So the main underlining point is that now I still wonder, because there are some of my friends whom the father will tell the story of the war, but they don't go deeply about what really happened. So the only thing my grandpa would tell me, my Peking, this war no good, no be better thing to talk about. No be better thing to talk about. But now I begin to see from all this enlightenment on Radio Biafra, from our leader, these things have broadened my mind to the point that most times, around last year June, I was still proud to say Nigeria, Nigeria, Nigeria. Every day I weep to see the things happening. But when I come to listen to Radio Biafra. In fact, the very first day I say that I am not a Nigerian, I found this joy, as when I find happiness. I can come out publicly and say, because when I tell somebody, they ask me, where are you from? I'll say, I'm from Nigeria. The reaction, the atmosphere will change. Because what the picture they see as a Nigerian, in fact, they don't want to relate with me. So even at the point that I'll be conversing with somebody, he will just tell me, okay, thank you. Grazie, ciao. Bye. So then when I stood up to say, I'm a Biafran, they want to know what is this Biafra. So I began to explain to them, tell them things about this nation who has fought this civil war. The Nigeria keeps slaughtering day in, day out. So the only call is that let everyone, I see Yoruba, some Yorubas are waking up now. And I have a friend who is from Kaduna. He said, my brother, he said, I beg pity for us. So because I put a post on my status, I said, if Nigeria don't come to an end, Nigeria will bring all of us to an end. He said, this thing is very strong, that you should remember those back home. I said, my brother, you have to stand your ground. If it comes, at last you become Arewa. You become a free nation, free from these Janjaweeds, free from these Fulani headsmen and killers. So if we continue to stay as one, all of us will come to an end. So I urge you, if you can help, to please elaborate more on this, because Nnamdi Kanu last said, he said the Imos, those from Imo, migrated a time where the Idomas have no men. They have no men to impregnate their women. The Igbos had to go there to reproduce for the Idomas. This thing struck me. I never knew these things. So he said, now he gave another underlining point that look at every woman tying two wrapper. There you will see that is how far Biafra extends. And many don't want to accept this truth. Many are still staying under the carpet, under the rug. So the better we come out, the more we come out, the better for us. Thank you very much, Mazi.
Thank you.
And once again, I'm sorry for your loss. I pray God continue to strengthen you and give you the grace to carry on this journey to the end.
Of course,
Thank you very
God
much,
is
Mazi.
faithful. We are not going anywhere. We are here. Our people must understand that there are truth, very bitter one. Our case as a people is not something to toy with. And I know after we are gone, generation after generation will talk about us. You think it was an easy thing for the children of Israel to suffer 430 years in Egypt and they still came out intact? The beauty is that after everything we have gone through, we are still here. Every Biafran must understand. To go home to Biafra land, we must follow, we must enter nook and cranny of Biafra land. There is no hiding. There is, I can assure you. Caller on the line. Are you there? Caller on the line, are you there?
No, sir.
Please, I will advise you to talk like a man. Please, go ahead, please, because I can't hear you.
Thank you. I thank you for everything you are doing. I thank you for your way to talk for this. Yeah. Again, the people driving for this place in Jesus' name. Hello?
Go ahead, try and speak louder, please.
Okay, sir. I thank you for everything. This is my first time I'm telling you. So I do hear everything that you say. So my name is Wisdom Frank. Then after myself and take I'm here.
Thank you very much.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Can I tell you
Go ahead.
Can I my language and
Of course, go ahead.
And talk Bible. Make on a film. If you are going to put a bank for their family, then a dinner flag is not going to pour their friends and pour their friends. Grandpa, Indio, some plan, if you go, you can grab an essay. That is why we can jump. Even a friend, one body from people, man, by the planet, I can name the can or whatever, don't know. So, Biafra and I find out from the year, one bomb in Nigeria, the town where you take them, born Nigeria, Nigeria, I don't know. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my brother. We must continue. There is a road we must follow. All of us must follow. A songwriter say, Jigidem, Onyengwanyi Chineke Jigidem, Jigidem, Onyengwanyi Chineke Jigidanyo, Oso Biafra Kain Gabao, Ezani Melige, Kaige Melinde Nigeria o, Ye Anike. There is a battle we must fight. Without that, we face this enemy. You people will see Pepe. Our leader says something in his broadcast. When you are trained with stolen money, you will deny your Igbo identity. That is just one of it. But what about other principles we have not talked about? There is a fight we must fight. And if we don't fight it, we are not ready. Jesus understands the need. He fought his disciple. Most of you don't know. Jesus fought his disciple. Peter was claiming righteous. Oh, master, I will not do this. Master, I cannot let you die. Oh, master, you know I love you. I won't let them kill you. Jesus said to him, get it behind me, Satan. Because Jesus knew that inside that fight, we must fight them. So everybody respect himself. Tomorrow somebody say, you take my property. You say, oh, you take my property. Oh, you rape me. Oh, you're about walking on it and mesmerizing all of us. There is a fight. We will fight it. Everybody know the truth. Honestly, I've seen every Biafran. I've seen all of them. And when you talk about Biafra, I know that feeling. If you have not been poor man, you cannot tell poor man how to feel. You are born in USA, you are born in heaven, you are rich. But the problem is that the thought of being a poor man, it will only end in your imagination. The dream of being a father is something a barren man or woman can only imagine. You've never been there. Have you been poor? And then if you have not been poor, who are you to judge poor man? Nigerian government will continue to fail because they put every Nigerian on top of the world, whereas they are inside canal. I remember when I first went to Lagos. Call on WhatsApp, I'm coming for you. My brother, I stayed in his house, lived in Ilaje Bariga. Of course, very close to that canal, Third Milan Bridge. It was almost practically dustbin that we were living in. Because when rain is falling, people within Odunsi, all of them will carry dustbin. Come and pour in our compound. We will be even dragging dustbin. Oh, but come and pour here, come and pour here, come and pour here. Because if you don't pour dustbin, after that rain, all the water from Third Milan Bridge will take over your compound. I never see anything wrong there. It looked good. During the dry season, when the water must have moved back, we bring out mat, put on top of dustbin, and are sleeping. I never see anything bad there. Some people living there are banker. They are doing well to their own level. Until I leave Bariga, I moved to Okota. I got Palace Way to be precise. And then a year later, I went to visit people in Bariga or Donsi area. And when I look at all of them, they look like sick people. I began to pity for them. And for the first time, I was like, do you mean I was staying here? I can't believe I stayed there. But I remember I stayed there for a year and 8 months. I was like, do I actually stay here? I took almost 1 hour looking at the environment. That is how it is. But you know how government, Nigerian government think? When they come there, they say, no, this place is not good for human being to live. Break it, break it, break it. When they break it, they build hotel there. So Chinese and Japanese and American can come and lodge there. Oh, the people cannot live here. They are Igbo smoker. They are Jegulitarian. They speak big English. The point is, they have not placed themselves on those people's condition. Nobody likes suffer. If we never get enough suffer from Nigerian suffer, and then we are not telling ourselves the truth. That is the same time we will have spent, when we are born looking guilty. Do you think we need anybody to defend us? We are born looking guilty. Once you see us, we are guilty as charged. And then we have lived with this stigma on our life. You think we need somebody to come and plead our case for us? Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
I'm still there, Master George Onyibe.
Good evening from here. Thank you for holding on. Go ahead, please.
My name is Osrigo. I'm calling you from Morocco. I thank my leader, every principal officer. George Onyibe, keep it on, my brother. My leader, you are going to stay strong. You are my spring leader. You made it possible to us to talk about Biafra. To other person to talk about is what is believed. Very, very good to us. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Mazi George Onyibe, our leader, Wednesday and Sunday broadcast. Let him keep that message receiving alone. If our leader want to receive a call, let him be as you, an African rep. Now with other Biafras, go to US, Efe, Owa. Our sisters will stand around, and our leader will stand around with your broadcast. You will lift your number that our leader is around. Let them call your number. You talk to our leader. Any mistake, any rubbish talk, you people know how to handle it. My leader is not for play. He's a king now. Also, a Biafran supreme leader. Go to Google, the leader who about Biafra. You will see him as the leader of Biafra. Master George Onyibe. Last broadcast was very shocked for every human being. We stay here. That is our rule. As indigenous, both all the whole radio, all their words are talking like an indigenous person. They never let anybody down. They never let anybody behind in this world. We keep it on, George Onyibe. My leader, I thank you anywhere you are. Please, Ada Biafrans, keep it on. Protect your son, your husband. All hail Biafra. Keep it on. Thank
Everybody
you, my brother.
must hail Biafra. Thank you. We must continue. Call on the line your name and where are you calling from? Call on the line.
My name is Okelua Amobi. I'm calling from Mbo.
Go ahead, please.
I'm a native of Zago in Enugu State. My village is Omongwale. Please, I'm thanking you for good work you are doing. All the IPOB principal officers, all the coordinators, for the good work that you are doing for us. I thank our leader, Mazen Namdekalo, for the good speech that he has given us throughout the whole time that he has started this struggle. It's not easy for him to reach to this point, and it's not easy for us, the followers, to reach to this point. I'm now urging all Biafrans all over the world to get up and stand firm. The journey is on to finishing, and we are finishing it. I urge everybody to come out struggling, to come out in a mass, especially this time that we are going to do 30th of May, that we are going to light candle. Let all Biafrans all over the world stand up strong and light the candle, so that Chukwuka will answer our prayer. The God that hears the cries of his children, the God that hears the cries of his children in the desert, in times of Israel, when they are coming back from Egypt, he will hear our cry now and answer our prayer through our leader, Martin Namdekalo. I urge you people to stand strong and carry us along. May the Chukwuka bless you people.
Thank you very much. We are not going anywhere. We are here, and of course, our leader is meant for the moment. Can you hear me, caller on WhatsApp? Caller on WhatsApp?
Hello?
Yes, good evening from here. Go ahead, please, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Mazi Onyibe.
Good evening from here.
Yeah, how are you?
God is faithful. I'm very fine.
Thank you very much. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel. I am a native of Ishiago, Ebonyi State, Biafra land. I greet you, Mazi Onyibe. You are a wonderful man. I always listen your program, and I understand that you are made for this job. Just like our leader, who are doing everything humanly possible to open the eyes of the blind. And even up till now, some people are still fooling themselves or deceiving themselves. Because this country called Nigeria is just like hellfire. But some of them don't know what is happening. Or some of them know, but because of the money they are sharing, the money cover their face and their spiritual eyes, which they cannot use to do anything good. I'm happy for downfall of one Nigeria. That Nigeria can never rise up anymore until they allow Biafra to go. If Yoruba want to be in Nigeria, it is left for them. Because when I'm examining what is happening in Nigeria, I weep for somebody who is saying that he is in Nigeria. Right from a long time. I have so many things to say, but I'm just happy that I got you online today. I think another day I will have chance to explain so many as I have, because I witnessed the war. I fight as a boys company or boys brigade during the war. And I'm happy that I'm alive today. We come to fight again. And I wish, by the grace of Chukwu Abiyama, we are going to win this time around. Because people don't know what is happening in Nigeria. Thank God for Radio Biafra, because this radio is powerful more than God. Because the information is key. During the time of Ojukwu, we don't have information, almost. It's just the radio that you can hear within the Biafra territory. But this time around, you can stay any place. Like now, I'm in the United States. I'm hearing Radio Biafra. And I'm contributing whatever I have to see that I give up what I have to support this journey. So I greet you, Mazi Onyibe. Thank God for somebody like you and somebody like our leader and all the principal officers who have come out for this long journey. Thank you very much, Mazi Onyibe. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. Our enemies should be afraid of us. Our enemies should be afraid of us. Because they don't have any idea. We have suffered under the umbrella of one Nigeria, but it's not going to be much longer. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Hello.
Good evening,
Hello.
From your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Go ahead and stop listening to your radio. Go ahead,
Okay.
please. Stop listening to your radio.
Is it Mazi Onyibe?
Of course, you are on Radio Biafra, and this is a live broadcast. Go ahead, please.
Sir, I want to thank you very much for what you have been doing for us. I'm very grateful. I'm speaking from Onitsha, Ogidi precisely. What you are doing for us, I'm very grateful. Hello.
The world is listening. Go ahead.
Hello.
I think he's having difficulty listening to his radio while he's talking to me. Please do not do that when I pick your call. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Amazi, good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. I got to number one of Biafra land. Nina. First of all, my name is Sanchez. I'm calling you from Abaga is in Chicago. First of all, let me thank you for what I've been doing for the just people of Biafra, for life of Adi Damazi Nandekano, and life of our deputy Damazi Uchemo, and your own life, my brother George Onyibe, and life of all Biafrans who is working assiduously to make sure that Biafra will be restored. Hashem was cooking, Mama, be with us, guide us and protect us, give us more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to restore Biafra. In the name of Chukwuka, I pray. You see, my brother George Onyibe, I just want to say what happened on our side today in Enugunku, near Neverland village, Neverland town here. Because of this coffee, we lost a young boy like me, 22 years old boy, because of he was running for his life and failed on the bus. The police people are chasing them, and even they have closed work. They are going home to meet up because of the coffee, and the policemen are chasing him. Instead of him to leave the guy, and the guy was running, he came out on the road, and the guy does not look, and he entered me and shot to. That was the culture to hit the guy, and the guy failed and died. If you see what happened in Enugunku today, my brother, it's terrible, and no one is speaking for us. A 22 years old, oldest son of the family, his oldest son of the family. I wept and I wept. Oldest son of the family, and the boy lost his life just like that because of coffee in Anambra, and the young boy lost his life today. This more is terrible. In sit at home, we lost life, and because of face mask, we lost life. Now in coffee, we lost life. The main important there is a young boy like me. It's not like I just 2 years I gave him. It's like it's my maid just lost his life, and he's only son of this family. I want to let every Biafran around the world to hear this. This is what happened today in Enugunku. Life in Enugunku. A young boy lost his life because of coffee in here in Anambra.
Of course.
I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to say it, but
it's very painful. I understand. It's very painful, and this is the price we pay for being in Nigeria. I would have said it is the price we have paid for being a Nigerian, but we have never accepted Nigerian for once. Our father did not. There are couples of criminals who actually accept Nigeria, but it's okay. That is their course. Let them bear it. But of course, we have paid enough price, and the Creator is our weakness. It will not always be like this. We will fight. We will fall. We will go through the wind. The storm will hit at us. We will go through the ocean. Some of us will be drowned. We will walk through the fire. It will engulf on most of us. Believe me, in the end of this journey, we will still be here. And our enemy will hear from us. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp.
Yes, Mazi Onyibe.
Good evening from here.
Good day. Yes, good morning from here. Thank you for picking my call. Actually, my name is Mazi Ndikom. I came from Umwaka in Olo province, Biafra land. But I live in Russia, and I serve the indigenous people of Biafra here as the national coordinator. Biafrans and the friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom, greeting from city of Alexandria, from Moscow, Russia Federation. Actually, this morning, I thank Kokebiama for another opportunity he gave me, and also all the fellow comrades that have called earlier And I thank God for all the wonderful contribution we have made. That actually shows that the message is really sinking. Before I go on, I'm going to it and also thank our great leader, Martin Kano, the one that made it happen, the man that gave us voice when we don't have anyone to speak for us, the man that gave us Radio Biafra. The Radio Biafra is the only thing since the history of Biafran people. It's the only thing that unites us together. It's the only thing that we own together as a people. So I pray that may Elohim bless him and guide him and keep him until we celebrate Biafra in Biafra land in the near future. Actually, what I want to comment this morning is concerning what is happening in Imo State. Mr. Ozodimba have decided to commit suicide. And that he has passed the bill and also given permission to build 15 Alamajiri school in Owerri. When we have a lot of our children studying on a main floor, on open field without a roof. But you want to build a school for Alamajiri in Biafra land, in Imo State. It's really a taboo. So actually, I know that Biafrans were not sleeping because they have taken us for granted so much. And this time around, the fight is not only with the Fulanis. I mean, this fight will first start it with the people that the Fulanis are using in our land, because they are the people, the greatest enemy we have. Not knowing that after Fulani have used them, they will still kill them. They use them like toilet paper. This man called himself Ozodimma. Don't think that he is doing favors to Fulani. He doesn't know that after the school he's building, they will train themselves there. They will now install Fulani person as the governor of Imo State, and that's all. The Imo State will be gone, and after that they will kill him and kill his family. They don't need him, but he doesn't know. He thinks that he is a smart guy. So I believe that that is all Imolites. Any place we are in this world, we are seeing what is happening in our backyard. I was growing up in Owerri, and it's a pity that Owerri is now become the and that is a caliphate that is the highest caliphate in Caliphate State in that is the whole of Biafra land. Thank and it cannot happen. So fellow Biafrans, all the things we are doing, all that Chukwu Kebema have put in our hearts to contribute to make this struggle to be a reality. I pray that all of us will contribute and also do our best to make sure that Fulani cannot establish in our land. May Chukwu Kebema bless all of us and also keep us as we are fighting our enemy and also being ready to take off our land from the enemy. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Of course, every enemy of Biafra, we will put them to flight at the right time. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes. Good morning.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening from here.
Onyibe.
Go ahead.
Onyibe. Wada Chinoidika. Sir, I want to use this medium to thank Papa Mazinandi Gallo. I was hearing his talk yesterday. It was a brilliant one, and it's something that could change people who wants to be changed. But right now, my heart is bleeding when I heard, because I based in Imo State, but right now I'm in Abia State. Went to visit home. I overheard what is going on, that Ozodimma opened Alamajiri schools in Imo State. One thing I don't understand is that these people don't see the bleeding, the blood, the people that are dying. They don't value the innocent souls that has been lost for these few years. They were created because they didn't create themselves. But one thing I believe is that whatsoever any human being starts, he or she should be ready to face the outcome. Because when I heard this, even in Imo State, there are so many things that are happening. I watched a video. A full Igbo man, a full Biafra man, opened his mouth to say that we heard that some Alamajiris, they are bringing in people we have not seen. Still have the video in my phone. I was bleeding in my heart because I could remember all the souls that has been lost because they are rich and they think that their money can save them. Because they have money and they think that that money can save them. But no. I still believe in the saying, Pharaoh, let my people go. Nigeria is nothing but a corrupt country. Saying that he's fighting against corruption, why he is the corruption that we see today. I don't just know why sometimes our Igbo people, they are the saboteurs we have, even to themselves.
Not Igbo people. Not Igbo people. Yoruba blood and Hausa blood and Fulani blood among us. Not Igbo people. When you see Igbo man, when you see Igbo woman, you know. Because their name is Chukwuemeka or Unyema, don't make them Igbo. That is one truth all of us must believe in, accept, no matter how bitter it is. When we run DNA test, you will be shocked. They are not Igbo. Our fathers knew this. That is why some of them, when they want to talk, they will say Igbo bu Igbo. Igbo bu Igbo. It's not a slogan. They are drawing the genuine Igbo on their ear because Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani blood, they are everywhere. And if we are not bold enough to come and fight them wherever we see them, believe me, the journey may be too long anyway. It is our intention to stand to the end. Go ahead.
Yeah. And I only watched the video, like Asari Dokubo or whatever, was saying that there is time that everybody should be ready to fight. Everybody should be ready to protect himself. I could remember when a prophet was singing and shouting and announcing to his people for them to come out and fight for their right. All these Alamajiri's blood that are in them wouldn't allow them to come out and fight for their right. It hurts me that our mothers cannot go into the bush to plant anymore. It hurts me that our fathers, many people, many innocent mothers are dying today out of hunger while we have our own land and we are afraid because of all this Alamajiri. But today there is one thing I believe in. I love what you people are doing. I wish Imo State could join. There are some people in Imo State that even sometimes when I speak of Biafra in Imo State, the way I'm being shut up by some youths and some people, I still don't close my mouth. I'm a nurse.
My sister,
and I keep on saying that.
The secret of the night is best known to the owl. There are things we can't explain. They are there. But it's given to few to understand those truths. Don't worry. Let's try and summarize because my time is up.
Yeah. I pray that Chukwukikabioma will come to our rescue. He's already here. And I thank you people and I thank our Papa for what he's doing. And I pray that God will strengthen you people. Chukwukikabioma will strengthen you people in whatever you do.
Thank you very much.
His name be praised. In Jesus' name.
Amen. And stop calling my leader Papa before he turns to old man, calling young boy. Good night from here, and this is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. Our people must understand. This is how it's supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to be. Araga bandiara. Let it scatter everywhere. Believe me, I am yet to see something that will surprise me. We fight one war in different phases. And many of which enemy you have not been able to identify them. But the truth remains the truth. Wherever we find ourselves, we'll keep on fighting even unto the end. Sincere appreciation to those of you who were able to call in. Sincere appreciation, I must tell you, those of you on Facebook, helping me to fight Yoruba out of my platform, considering what they are doing. You know, on Radio Biafra page, most of you don't know. If you have up to 400 followers on Radio Biafra page, they will cut you off. They make sure you have 35, 25, 120 following you. If it gets to 400, they cut you off. In fact, 300, you are in trouble. But I keep watching them. So no matter what they do, the message is going to where it's going to. Those who will be born again and be delivered. And when the trumpet will blow, on the last day, only true Biafrans will be raptured. On the last day, brothers, only true Biafrans will be raptured. Don't let them deceive you. Good night from here, and do have a pleasant night rest. Ndewonu.
Another Savior, holy, 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 another Savior, holy, 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 holy,
Special dedication to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPM families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafra War, in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafra army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 holy. Greatly